Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing great because today we're gonna be listening to Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande. I'm so excited for this. I honestly did not see this coming. Originally, I expected either like an Ariana Grande album to come in between the two Wicked movies or after, which, to be fair, she did say in an interview with Zach Sang recently that that was originally the plan, and that the actors strike and the writer strike kind of pushed, like, got her to writing music again, and the album has come quicker than she originally ever expected. But you know, I'm happy that we're still here on this momentous day for Ariana's 7th studio album, I believe. And I still can't believe that the day is upon us. So let's just get started. It's quite a short album. It's only 13 songs, 35 minutes, but we're excited. So let's just get going, starting off with intro, in between brackets, end of the world. I really liked it. I think it is a great opening thesis to what I think the album is gonna be. And like, Ariana Grande does intros on her album quite often, and I feel like they always hit, and this is no exception. And it just makes me very curious to see what the rest of the album is gonna be like. This felt a bit dreamy, which I don't know, I like, while the lyrics are more pondering life's decisions. I don't know, I like it a lot. So let's get to the next one, which is Bye. Stop, that's not what I was expecting from this album at all. Oh my god, this feels so Yours Truly. Yours Truly is Ariana's debut album, but like much more mature, obviously, because it's been 10 years. That's painful. Maybe just like when Melissa said that it's been like several months ago that we celebrated the 10-year anniversary of Yours Truly. Yeah, this just feels like a mature version of Yours Truly, and I love it. It's so much fun. There's also some sass to it, but also just being just like an honest one about like about being at the end of the relationship. And I don't know, I really like it. And I wasn't expecting this vibe from the album, but I'm so glad it is the vibe, at least for this song. Ooh, that was great. Next song is Don't Wanna Break Up Again. I don't know why, because Ariana has given us many bops in our lifetime. I did not expect this album to be this fun so far. Like, I've been having such a blast just like listening to the songs, but like the messages of the songs definitely haven't always like been the most fun. But it's like, there is, again, this one is about a breakup, but even though it has this like sad things to it, it also is eventually like a happy breakup in the end. And therefore, like, the song also feels like this has this happy, like, hopeful time for the next chapter vibe to it that I just really enjoy. And I'm living the life, you know. Next is Saturn Returns Interlude.
When we're all born, Saturn's somewhere, and the Saturn cycle takes around about 29 years. That's when we're going to wake up and smell the coffee, because if we've just been sort of relying on our cleverness or just kind of floating along, Saturn comes along and hits you over the head, hits you over the head, hits you over the head, and says, wake up! It's time for you to get real about life and sort out who you really are.
That was a really like a thing to react to, but I feel like we're going now into like a transition in the album, and I'm curious to see what's next with the title track Eternal Sunshine. Again, and Banner, I don't know how she keeps doing it. This was such good, and I love the lyrics and kind of just like the metaphors in this song as well. I love it. And again, it has like a great like upbeat happiness to it, and it's just like fun to dance along to, even if it isn't like the most happiest of subject matters. But it just, I love it. I can't, like, I don't know why I'm talking to you, like, I can't believe that I'm loving an Ariana Grande album so much when I've been loving Ariana Grande albums this much since like the beginning. But I don't know, so somehow it is just like exceeding all of my expectations, and I'm eating it up. So let's just move on to Supernatural, the next song. Do you need to hear me say that yet again? I love this. I don't know. I thought it was so cute and like so like dreamy almost, and I just it's so happy and so full of love, and I just eat it up. And again, amazing lyrics, amazing metaphors. Just really love it. Yeah, I just I don't know. I'm just so excited. I forgot what it's like to listen to an Ariana Grande album for the first time, and it's a good life. Next up is True Story. Oh, that's I am just, that took every brain cell in my head. Oh my god, that was so good, so badass, so epic, and like the vocals, like everything about it. I love and I'll be good at it too. Dead. Love that so much. I'm still processing that. So let's move on to The Boy's Mind. Again, a really fun song. I do have to say that Ariana Grande has said that The Boy's Mind is like the bad girl anthem that is teased in True Story and just based on True Story. I was expecting so much more from this, but it's like a really fun song. So let's move on to Yes and, the only single of the album pre-release. You know, Yes and just stays a really fun song. I don't care what people say. It is such a bop, and it's so much fun, and I had so much fun listening to it yet again. I don't think it is the strongest of the album, at least from what I've heard so far. I mean, I cannot really tell you it's not the strongest of the album. I don't know what is yet because I still have some to go, but like this isn't. But I do understand why this was the lead single for the album, and I'm glad I got to vibe to it a couple of months before this already, because it is a really fun song to vibe to. So next is We Can Be Friends, Wait for Your Love, which is gonna be the, I mean, by the time you watch it, it's already out. By the time I'm filming this, it's gonna be the next single. The music video is about to come out in a couple of hours, so let's just listen to it. I feel like that was like the saddest song on the album so far. Like it generally, like, I mean, does still have like its upbeatness in moments, but it feels like very vulnerable, more so than the other songs on the album so far. And I don't know, I really liked it. I was really mesmerized by it, and I just again really loved it. The vocals again so good, but like what else do you expect from Ariana Grande? And I don't know, I really liked it. I don't know how to describe the song properly because I feel like everything I say kind of isn't entirely correct, but it is a gorgeous song. That's all I have to say. So let's move on to I Wish I Hated You. Are we really ending this album on like the depressed? Okay, that might be no exaggeration because it is this one is not like depressing, it's just very, very, very sweet. And it's again so vulnerable, so raw, so honest. It's so beautiful. And I again love this song. I'm hoping we get one more uplifting song before the end, but we're almost there with Imperfect for You. I really like that again. I don't know, it again has a bit more of a bittersweet feeling to it, but more to the sweet side. While I Wish I Hated You is more to like the sad side, this is more to the sweet side. And I don't know, I liked it. And I also loved the lyrics and kind of like the wordplay with Imperfect for You. Great. I don't know, I really like it. Okay, yes. Then last song, and I'm sad to say that we've arrived at the last song, and it's Ordinary Things, but it featured Nonna, so we all know it's gonna be a bop, because every time there is a Nonna voice note included, it's always a bop. That was such a lovely song to end the album off on. Just like in general, it's just a really lovely song. It's very beautiful. It's lovely. That's all. That's the word to describe it. Everything about it is so lovely, and I love Nonna at the end. Obviously, like I said, I knew it was gonna be a good song as soon as we knew Nonna was gonna be on it, and I was right. Yeah, those are my thoughts on each individual song, my reaction to the album. So was it obvious? I fucking love this. Like honestly, I don't mind that this album is a bit on the shorter side, because I do think it is perfect. Like every song is just amazing, and like the combination of everything just is really well. And I feel like if we would have had maybe a couple more songs, it would have diluted the album a little bit. Like this way, it's perfect. It is overall, I feel like, very happy and hopeful, despite also dealing with some more heartbreaking topics as well within the album. And I don't know, I really, really loved it. And it's weird to say that it is such a surprise, because I've loved every single Ariana Grande album, and I did not expect to not love this, but like to this extent, I also was not expecting to love this. Like it's a bit soon to say this could be my new favorite Ariana Grande album, because I listened to it once and have a long history with all the other ones, but like it's definitely up there. Like I can definitely see it going to that #1 spot, because it's so good, and everything about it just hits perfectly. And there are like dancey bops, and there are like sadder songs, but like there is no like true ballad on it, I would say. Like yes, I mean, I Wish I Hated You and Imperfect for You could technically fit a little bit that bill, but like the power ballad that is often included on Ariana Grande songs, I feel like was not in here. And I don't know, I didn't miss it. I feel like it worked for this concept. And yeah, I loved it. And I'm gonna have to pick a top 3, and it's gonna be the hardest task I've ever experienced. You know what? No, I've made a choice. Relatively easy. But definitely, I always say this can change as I listen to these songs more, and probably will change. But definitely for this album, because I loved every song. But right now, I would say my top 3 is at #1, True Story, which is a surprise to no one. On 2, We Can Be Friends, Wait for Your Love. And on 3, Eternal Sunshine. I think those are my 3 favorites. But I generally do love the entire album, and I'm very excited to be listening to it on repeat from now onwards. Definitely let me know in the comments what your thoughts on this album were, as well as your top 3, because I always love seeing those. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.
Here I am again, the same old situation. Why does the God thing have to be so complicated?